Hey y'all, it's your girl, the real deal, Lanita Gear Reaction. Yeah. Shout out to all my subscribers. Yes. I want to get into my reaction with Young Thug. You know, he had his second bun hearing today, and it started around about 3:01 today. Okay, the bond argument for Young Thug had concluded. Now the judge said he would take. They took a little recess. Okay, when they came back from lunch and everything. After the judge and Young Thug lawyer Keith, I'm gonna let y'all hear him in a few minutes. Um, had a bit of a testimony exchange. Okay, it appears Quantavious Greer is now going through the same process seen earlier with Young Thug and Gunna. What Greer is the YSL, the other YSL, y'all. Oh, the judge has just heard the argument. He heard the argument about in the bond. Quintavious Greer, who is among those indicted in the YSL RICO case, and he denied it. See, what they're going to do is try to keep those boys out the street. They are dangerous than y'all think they are. Yes. Also, Young Thug and Gunny uh, bond was denied. And Gunny, he decided to waive any concern about possible conflicts going on with what's the reason why he can't get a bond. But see, they can't, that's not fair for them to hold him if he has a bond. You know what I mean? They keep denying it, but they just holding him just to keep him out the street. Okay, let me tell y'all a little bit more. Tell you all a little bit more. Young Thug spoke with the judge, people. He spoke with the judge and confirmed under oath that he wished to waive his potential conflicts of motion, just like Gunny did, with his attorney, Brian Steele. Okay. And Brian is the one who represented other clients from YSL. Maybe they need to get another, someone else. Okay. Okay, y'all. After all of that raised emotion and all of that right there, uh, Atlanta rapper Young Thug and Gunny and other who have been indicted in a sweeping RICO game investigation in Fulton County are due. They was in court today. Okay, the case was recently re-indicted to add more charges against Young Thug, whom prosecutors have alleged is the leader of the Young Slime Life street gang. A charge he and his lawyer have vigorously denied. Wow. Wow. It is not clear when the hearing for Young Thug or Gunna might come up. The judge is currently working through the other cases. Boy, I tell you, you make your bed hard, you have to lay in it. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what this judge, what the prosecutor is saying. That kind of helped him back, held Young Thug in there, because this is his second charge, and so he this is second time been denied of his bond. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's listen to this video and it'll tell you a little bit more, okay? Y'all like, share, and subscribe, all right?
So if you want to proffer or have me consider that final motion, and I invite you to put some suitable facts and law in there like you're doing right now, and have me consider it and have the state respond to it, okay?
Yes, Judge, and may I continue?
Yes, you may. Go ahead.
Yes, so in the case that bond is denied today, Judge, I will return on the 8th with that in-camera motion. But for now, Judge, I'll proffer what I find different to the state, Judge. For one, the state implied at the prior hearing that Mr. Farley knew these people very intimately, that he greeted them when they walked into the BP. But, Your Honor, what actually happened is there's a Fusion and an Audi. The Audi is alleged to have Mr. Shannon Stillwell in it. The Fusion is alleged to have Mr. Comarvius Nichols and Mr. Farley in the back seat with Comarvius driving. And so the Audi and the Fusion are at this gas station right around from the juvenile court, Your Honor. And then the deceased pulls up in a car, and when that deceased leaves, the Audi follows him and the Fusion follows him with Miles in the back seat of the Fusion. The license plate readers confirm that the Audi is in front of the car that Mr. Miles Farley is in the back seat of. And, Your Honor, it's this mere association with Mr. Comarvius that led him to be there. He's not even a driver of one of the cars. And he doesn't actually greet anyone when he walks into the BP. Mr. Stillwell and Mr. Nichols are standing at the cashier, doing something playful with the cashier. And Mr. Farley later gets out of his car from the back seat, walks into the store by himself, and doesn't acknowledge Mr. Stillwell or Mr. Nichols. And as he's walking by to get something, Mr. Stillwell turns and does this playful, bucking kind of playful thing and startles Mr. Farley, who then playfully turns around and continues to go into the store. And then out of the corner of Mr. Farley's eye, he sees Mr. Stillwell and Mr. Nichols about to just leave him there. And so he, in a panic, scurries away, follows them out the door. They don't even acknowledge him any further. They turn his back on him and they leave, Your Honor. So the association of the presence here has more nuance to it than the state alleged at their proffer, Judge. And so what I can tell this court is it's corroboration of what I presented to the court initially, that Mr. Farley, he's a graduate of South Atlanta High School and Miles University, and all this time at 24 years old, has never been convicted of anything besides a misdemeanor amount of marijuana at some point, Judge, which is a typical teenager childish thing. So, Your Honor, he has no criminal history. He's an entrepreneur with a business degree, and his specialty is he makes clothing. The company is called Make America Slime Again. It's a play on words. In the hip-hop industry, there's a lot of this. You put the word trap or slime into something that's already part of pop culture. It's just good business, Judge. It's something people already recognize. It's something that's kind of humorous, and this is one of the shirts, Judge, I have for you to see. This was a new shirt after Make America Slime Again off of the Trump logo or slogan. Now there was Keep America Slime. So all it is, Judge, is these hats and shirts that took the Trump merchandise, replaced it with this word slime, which is not always criminal. And like every word, and especially that word, it's context dependent. It's like the word dude. It depends who's saying it, when are they saying it, who are they saying it to, why. You could be my dude, you could step on my shoes, and I could be like, dude, what was that? You could be that dude. There's so many things. So slime on its own means nothing because it can mean so many things depending on the context. So that's all he's doing, Judge. He's making these clothes. He sees a business opportunity. He's friends with Mr. Wunny Lee, who's the creator of the hip-hop persona Slime Life Shorty. And as his friend, he becomes his personal assistant to make sure he gets to music videos on time, stuff like that. He's actually paid by the label that's not even YSL. And then, Judge, he's using the proximity to celebrity to take advantage of just attention, which is a top commodity these days, name recognition, product placement, to have his hoodies and his...
Let me let y'all know what's going on. This man right here, this attorney right here, is representing all the YSL leader, gang the gang members and Young Thug and Gunna, the leaders. He is trying to speak well and good on them, so they for doing this bond here, and I don't think they didn't make it. The bond was denied. Okay, I didn't want y'all to listen to the whole thing like this, but what y'all think it's gonna be for Young Thug? Cause he haven't even went to court in January for the first one, and now he got to wait till January for this second one. Bond here because he was denied this one. So I'm gonna speed it up just a little. Oh, he was about finished. Okay.
Your Honor, that's all I have at this time, except for a brief opportunity to respond to anything that the state might say.
Okay, what's this state? Go ahead, Mr. Gibbs. You can sit or stand, sir, whatever your pleasure. I know we've been here a while. It's about time for me to take a break. So. Contrary to what counsel just indicated, there is absolutely nothing from.
Well, there you are. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Do you think that Young Thug gonna get out of this, or you don't, or you do think? Like I said, he was denied bond on this second time, so got 2 strikes on him, and they don't want to let him out on the street, so they deny all the YSL bonds. So if you think it's fair for them to hold them in there like that to keep them from getting back out there on the streets, what you think? Cause everybody afraid of them. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, and tell me what you think on your opinion and reaction on Young Thug case.